predominantly through the Village Witch brand. I do a few different things with that. I'm a teacher, first and foremost. Like, that's my heart. My biggest heart's calling is to teach. And so I teach permaculture, regenerative philosophies, through the lens of the herbalist. And so really looking at, like, what is this earth-body relationship? And so learning how to grow the plants, the therapeutics of the plants, learning about the ecosystems that they come from, really trying to localize our practice a little bit more. That was one of the big things the pandemic opened up for me, was that folks were a little bit too reliant on imports. And looking then, like, look at this materia medica, this materials of medicine, this apothecary that's, like, all around us. And actually, I had more work through the pandemic than I had in many years prior, because people were like, I need to know what's here because we're locked down here, type of a thing. So it was really fun to educate people through that. And then I teach another permaculture course called, I do the foundational PDCs, but I really love kind of seeing how permaculture is evolving, you know? So I've been teaching a course called Soul to Soil, and that one is a PDC for personal development. So it's really helping people to kind of find their personal niche.
Awesome.
And that's a 125-hour course that I'm doing, mostly in Portugal right now with a friend of mine, Eduardo Tercides, who will be speaking in Envision. And I did another one, permaculture for social activism, and I taught with Ryan Rising, who's another permaculture teacher here. He does like eco-social action. He was one of the founders of the Permaculture Action Network in the US, if you're familiar with him. But
I've participated at one of their events in Minnesota. Amazing community projects. And,
so I really love, and then permaculture for the herbalist path is the big one that me and Lala teach together. And that one we're doing mostly in Guatemala right now. It's where she's from. We really want to give, spread things around, in our student body, but also in like how we're, spreading the abundance a little bit to different projects. And I love working in Guatemala. The government's so unreliable that it really gives a lot of force to people to create grassroots projects there, and so Permaculture for the Herbalist Path is a regenerative herbalism 200-hour program that we developed, which is using, again, the foundation of the PDC, but branching it out into human anatomy and physiology, into our materia medica, into herbal therapeutics, into medicine making, into farming practices and gardening practices and community action and all that. It's really an amazing program. So, as a teacher, that's what I'm focusing the most on, is like, how can I get more people trained and out working? And I just think it's like, I look at my students around, I've got a lot of them here, and seeing their projects that they're doing, and it's just like, there's so much pride to see what's happening. It's so cool. Really not only touching lives, but influencing the way other people touch lives.